during lockdown we were all sort of like stuck indoors and we can't really do anything, and so I just thought I'd cut videos from home. I've ordered a few packages online from many of the retro retailers that are still going, and I'm just going to basically show off some of the bits I've got. Now, as a lot of you that watch the channel are aware, I'm a complete idiot. A few years back I decided to sell off my Sega Saturn and my Sega Dreamcast games, and yeah, I regret that, I really do. Even the bad ones, you know, the awful games, it's just like, oh, why did I let them go? I know, because I'm an idiot. But anyway, so what I decided to do was, during lockdown, we've had loads of time to think and sort things out. So I've managed to sort a few things out, and I've actually managed to sell some bits and collections that I'm just not really into, not me. And I've decided to put all those funds towards reacquiring my Sega Saturn and my Sega Dreamcast games. Now, bearing in mind, they're all mainly rubbish games I need to get, but hey, that's what it's going to be. So first thing I did is I went on to Buddy Lee at Saw Thumbs Retro, who I first met at the Watford Film Con many years back, and I made my first order. So originally what I was going to do was like, you know, open the package to the camera, and I got kind of like excited like a child. I was like, yes, I opened a package, because as the world knows, nothing's happening at the moment. And so I opened them all up, and yes, here we go with what I got. Basically what I'm going to do is the ones I'm showing you now, I'm not actually going to put in the episodes me and Tony do every month, which is basically our pickups and our talk video, because I've had these in the past, so I'm happy to show them. If I get anything in the parcel that I haven't had in the past, you know, which there was one game which why it isn't here, that will go onto the episode, March's or April episode, or whenever we get out of our homes. And this is basically just stuff that I've had before that I want to show I've got back. And here we go. UEFA Striker. Yes, this game isn't too bad, although because I've got used to playing like a FIFA today, it's absolutely freaking dreadful to try and play. Couldn't score a goal. I had 2 games, got annihilated every single time. Plays good enough and it looks really nice, but yeah, not a game I was very good at. And most of these have, like, as we all know, Dreamcast cases are the worst. They're so fickle and broken. Out of these 6 I've got here, 4 are quite good condition, and the rest are just, yes, unfamiliar cases. The next game, actually, we shall do this one because it makes more sense, was UEFA Dream Soccer. Now this was a bit more playable. Again, could not score for the bloody life of me in it. It's a bit better because you could actually pick, like, say, Liverpool, and it's quite funny seeing like Vegard Hegem and Patrick Berger and Vladimir Schmeiser and, you know, players back in the whole day when this was before like one company had the entire license, and you know, it's like, yes, we've got every team, every name ever, bar one team somewhere. Back then, you know, you could license it per team, and this, say, UEFA Dream Soccer basically had Liverpool, and it was so cool. But again, couldn't play it, couldn't score any goals, but I'm sure with time I would be able to. But yeah, it's alright. As I say, it's a cheapo. The next one, no manual, so we'll be hunting for a manual, and that is Suzuki All-Star Extreme Racing. Yeah, so I started playing this one. I wasn't getting on too bad with it. Managed to do like 2 or 3 laps. It's quite close, the camera's quite close to the bike. But the biggest problem you have is the controls are really just, you know, you tap left and you go flying, and you really have to start being subtle with the pad. And once I got like a couple of laps in being subtle, I was like able to finish like 2nd and 3rd, so I was able to progress to the next level. But yeah, it's not bad. Again, it's a cheapie, it's a £3-4 game, so I was happy to pay that. And Disney's Dinosaur is the next one. Now this game is a game I remember I played with one of my daughters when we was young. I sat there and watched her play it. She played the main game, and basically you start off, it's like a top-down isometric view, and you start off as a pterodactyl. You go around, find an egg, fly around. The egg hatches into another dinosaur. You then take over that dinosaur, and you're basically just given missions, and that's the whole game. Yeah, it's fun to play, I guess. It's still not bad for like to compare to today's standards, and it's all right. It's not a cheapo. It's not a pricey one, but it's a fun game to play. Hidden and Dangerous, I could not play for shit. Now, whilst I will admit that the second analog is kind of not having a problem with the Dreamcast not having a second analog, I managed to get into playing this relatively easy. Once I got used to using the D-pad back, the buttons back and forward and the left analog, it wasn't as bad as I remember. I was able to play it, but the problem was I couldn't get the subtleties. Where I was having to think about the D-pad and that of just targeting accurately, I could not do that at all. So yeah, I got my ass kicked really, really quick. And the last Dreamcast game I got was NBA Showtime NBA on NBC. Now this is a really good game. The problem is with any NBA game you get, you're going to compare it to NBA Jam. It's no NBA Jam, but again it is playable. I mean, when I used to follow basketball, my team was the Seattle Supersonics. I always used to follow them. It was good to see like Gary Payton and that, and it's like, yes, Seattle had a basketball team, the one I used to follow back then. I managed to get a few games, and yeah, it was fun, but the problem is because NBA Jam is in the memory, it's never, never going to be overtaken. But again, another cheapo, so really worth getting. And then I got 2 Sega Saturn games. Sports titles. The first is PGA Tour 97. It's a golf game. It's a really slow golf game. It loads quite a lot. It's basically a slightly different version with a few properly named people in it from back in the day, but with golf, and not really exciting. It's golf, but if you like golf, it's your thing. Enjoy. And my last pick, or the last pick I'm going to show you, as I said, the other one's going to go in the next episode, is really exciting. Another golf game. And now I knew this was going to be bad because when I had it back in the day, I always remember one thing about it. I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's this here. US Gold. I mean, I'm so glad they're not around anymore. This thing is freaking awful. It takes forever to load. It's not too bad, when you tee off. It's when you've actually had your shot, when it's loading the next area in. I mean, it's got to be 40 to 50 seconds each time. And then you get about 2 seconds of aim shot up, shoot, 40 to 50. Oh, it looks nice. It's clean. It's nice and clean. It looks nice. It's nice and clean. It looks nice. It's a really, really nice and tidy disc. But one thing I did notice in here is one thing me and Tony have done our videos in the past. It's shown you when we've seen things. And did anybody remember this company? You can see it coming from there. Budget Games. Was this your copy back in the day? Did you sell it to them? And yes, it's the horrible case, but luckily this one's stuck together quite well. We all know how bad Sega Saturn cases can be. But yes, this is my first parcel. I ordered another parcel today. So I did manage to sell off some of my collection. It's just stuff that I collected for the sake of collecting, and I just don't want to do that anymore, so I will not be doing it. I only want to collect things that like bring back nostalgia, good memories, and things I actually really wanted to play. I mean, I was so chuffed when I had my complete Sega Saturn collection, and I was like 7 away from Dreamcast, and I have no idea why I decided to sell some of it. I mean, I had some bits. It wasn't lots of the collection. It was about a third of each. I say I was 7 away from finishing Dreamcast, and I know one of them's Moho, one of the worst games ever. Crazy prices, but it's just dreadful. So yes, I've used the funds. I've got some other packages coming, and I just want to show you guys what I've got, what I've had, and put a video up on the channel because there's not much else to do at the moment. So yeah, so this is the parcel I got from Sore Thumbs Retro, minus 1 game of course. Yeah, I'm happy, didn't play too much for the games, and it's marking a few games off the list, albeit adding many more new empty cases bloody needed for the Sega Dreamcast. But yeah, if you go to Sore Thumbs Retro online, they take your order. They are doing online orders. It's best to find them via Facebook, PM them directly. They're doing like daily pictures of stock, daily updates. And yeah, they are posting daily as well. There are quite a lot of people ordering stuff at the moment, say me being one of them, so be patient. But they will, they'll be more than happy to take pictures of stuff you're after, answer any questions whatsoever. Yeah, so, and don't forget, we're all in this sort of lockdown together. I mean, our guys running the retro shops have got to make a living as well, so if you've got some spare pennies, which of course is also difficult at this time, and you're after certain games and you don't want to pay eBay prices, then try Sore Thumbs Retros, because I'm sure Lee and the gang will help you out. But anyway guys, yeah, I'll catch you all later.